anyway, so we were talking about Japan. It's talking about their thing going on with the tariffs, um, selling off some of our debt. And once they
Mhm.
start selling off some of our debt, if that's the case, then whoever they sell to, they're going to be like, hey, it's time to cash in, buddy, because we don't believe what you say that your money is worth is actually backed by anything. And that could be a
So,
big problem.
so who holds the most U.S. debt? Do we know?
If I'm not mistaken, it's China.
All
China and
right, let's
Japan.
find out. Because I'm going to Google this shit right now.
Okay.
Who holds the most U.S. debt? Mm. Okay. Okay, this reads as of March 2025, the largest foreign holders of U.S. debt are Japan,
Mhm.
China,
Yep.
and the United Kingdom.
I was right. Two out of
Okay.
three.
So we fuck. Because guess what? We just told all these motherfuckers in the last 2 months to kiss our ass.
Right.
China, United Kingdom, and Japan. Fuck y'all. so
UK might be like, you're no longer colonies, you're part of the United Kingdom again.
yeah. So
God
you
save
know,
the king.
yeah. so you know,
Chip, chip, cheerio.
then you have to question yourself, like, what were what were the reasons why people um actually elected this guy back in office again after they seen the first disastrous 4 year period. I,
Well, okay. So to answer your question, first and foremost, first time around, he still had checks and balances around him, if you
yeah,
would. There were guardrails in place. And so he wasn't able to do everything that, he wanted to do. And something that you brought out in a particular episode that we did before was he wasn't quite sure how all the levers of power had worked prior to that. Now he knows how
uh-huh.
all the levers of power work, and he's put
Yeah,
nothing but yes men and yes women around him. That's one thing. And then I think that a lot of people just thought, just based on his first time around, that he'd still be somewhat constrained, just based on their privilege, if you would,
yeah,
that they would be protected and safe. But now they're realizing, wow, this guy, all he cares about is himself and his rich billionaire friends, and he's going to hang us out to dry. And people are starting to realize this now, and that's why you see people going to all these town halls and now like all the Republican representatives, from the House, most of them aren't even showing up now because they've been told not to go or because they're afraid to. So um, things are about to get real interesting, very soon.
you know what happened in his first administration that really didn't happen in his second
It was
administration
that.
is that in his first administration, everybody went through a Department of Justice background investigation, FBI
So,
investigation.
yeah,
None of these motherfuckers in the second administration went through that
right.
because they
And we
couldn't
touched on
pass
this
it.
before. Yeah.
Yeah, they couldn't pass it. So that was the number one red flag that the American people should have picked up on. Secondly, the second flag is that, all right, what people are he's putting himself around this time. They seen that, they were like, yeah, you got a bunch of hems and haws.
Right.
And third, they have a non-elected official with um,
Appointee.
a point special employee.
Sure. Whatever, however you want to phrase it.
Yeah.
however you want to sugarcoat
And
it.
this
It's,
guy,
it's it's still
and
lipstick on a pig, but go ahead.
yeah, and this guy and his minions are running around, um, just um, ex- um,
Just turn on, turn off switches, pulling shit out.
yeah,
It kind of reminds me a bunch of
they're into areas where
they shouldn't be in.
they shouldn't be, and they're turning a blind eye. And you have to
Right.
ask yourself, why are they turning a blind eye? Because even the people who voted for Trump didn't want this shit to happen,
Mm-hmm.
but it's happening.
Right.
But now they're in it, and sometimes when you're in it, you sometimes people just go all the fucking way, and then sometimes people question shit. And right now, the people who are in it all the way are starting to question, like, I really didn't sign up for this shit.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So I would say the biggest liability to this country right now is Elon Musk.
Yeah. And for a bunch of good reasons, because he has a lot of investments tied up in China as well. So, and the
He
Chinese,
playing he playing all the fields.
right. Mm-hmm.
He playing the right side, the left side,
Right.
the south side, and the west side.
Mm-hmm.
And he got the east on lockdown.
Right.
Because guess what? He got baby Jesus in his pocket. Because baby Jesus likes money. And he
Mm-hmm.
likes the thought and what he perceives as power. But
Yeah.
he hasn't felt that just yet. Because guess what? It's always somebody richer than you.
Oh yeah.
It's always somebody powerful than you.
Right.
Always. Those people or that person or entity or whatever hasn't shown their hand yet, but they'll show that hand in subtle ways. Because all of a
And
sudden,
you're right.
you'll just hear this motherfucker just shut the fuck up about certain shit. He just,
Right.
you know.
And I think I covered this in a previous episode of content that we did. You know who the richest man in the world is, right?
Tell me.
It's Vladimir Putin, not Elon Musk.
I wouldn't say it's Putin. I would say it's probably one of these Arabian sheiks. Those motherfuckers are worth trillions. Putin
Oh,
up there,
yeah.
Putin up there,
See,
but he about $1 trillion.
yeah. So like, here's the thing with Putin, and that is, I mean, one, he is super smart, so he's got his money in places that nobody knows where his money is at. Just so that it can't be sanctioned. And so, when they went through and started putting all the sanctions on the Russian economy and like everything else, I mean, out of his own hidden accounts, he was able to stabilize the Russian economy, and they're just business as usual.
Oh, it is you. I was right.